Hello darlings, what is going on? This is going to be another pick a card reading. This is going to be for your November of 2020. So I have quite a lot of cards here. There are quite a few different cards. It's a big pile, so I'm not going to be doing all of my dice like usual. I'm going to be doing my lucky number dice. I am going to be doing the white dice, which are just significant pivotal moments in your month, since this is for November. But then I'm also going to be doing just my letters. I'm not going to incorporate all of my dice like usual, just because these piles are pretty big. I felt the need that I just kept drawing cards, basically. It was just one of those things where this is a big month for a lot of people. Retrograde, Mercury retrograde is finally ending. There's a lot that's going on, so I really wanted to do quite a lot of cards. So as usual, we have pile 1, 2, and 3. Over here is the moon charm. These are clay pieces that a family member actually makes. I just popped a little string out of there so I could just put this and make it look nice. So pile number 2 is the bear claw. And then pile number 3 is the sun. So if there are any of these piles that you were drawn to, 1, 2, or 3, based on the number or the specific charm, then that is the pile you're going to pick. If you're not entirely sure how to do this, go ahead and pause the video, and then what you're wanting to do is just focus your mind on each individual pile and see which one that you are most drawn to. Some people, they feel a gut feeling. Some people, they feel a pull in their heart or in their third eye. Whatever it is, however you feel that that's going to work for you, that is what you need to do. So I'm definitely curious. Like I said, there's a lot of cards here. It's a lot of info. I didn't want to make each individual reading too terribly long, but there's definitely a lot of cards here, and then I have some dice that I'm going to be rolling as well per usual. So we're definitely going to see what your November 2020 has in store. Hello, pile number 1, if this is one you picked because of pile number 1, or if you were just drawn to the moon charm, then this is going to be your November reading. So I'm really excited to see, but I don't want that to stay in frame. There we go. I'm really excited to see what this has. Like I said, this is a lot of information, so try to bear with me, but also I'm very curious to see. There's a lot of cycles that are ending, a lot of karmic cycles that are ending in November, so this is going to be quite a lot of going on. So we're going to start with tarot cards, and I actually have quite a few. We are doing 5 this time, so we're going to put those right there. So the first card we have for you is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Put that there. The next one is the Hermit. We have the Hierophant. I recently was told that I pronounced that funny, so oops. We have the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is a card that scares people, but it's not a bad card, okay? Then the next card we have is the Ten of Swords. Okay. So, all of these really... Oh my god, this is kind of one of those progression moments, but it's one of those things too where, like, you know, I feel like for this specifically, like, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups is the happy ending cards. Everything is super... great and exciting, what have it, but everything is pretty much like where it needs to be, where you want it to be. You kind of draw in on yourself a little bit. With the Hierophant, it is like pulling in on yourself, but also relying on things that you know, falling back on things that you know, kind of, you know, bringing up tradition or whatever it is. The Three of Swords and Ten of Swords. The Three of Swords usually is depicted with a heart ripping it apart or being stabbed or something like that. The Ten of Swords is usually someone being stabbed in the back with 10 swords or blades. That is not really how I always read those cards. These are not bad cards, contrary to popular belief. So the Three of Swords is all about everything that you are doing, you're needing to speak your truth. Because there is, you know, something that's keeping you from being happy, whatever that is. And then with the Ten of Swords is, you know, it's coming to an end. You know, even though with, you know, the 10 over here, I love that you do have 2 10s here. The Ten of Pentacles, 10 of Cups is like the happy ending. Nothing could possibly get better from where it is right now. But then with the 10 of Swords, it's kind of like letting you know that everything is going to get better, because you have all of these moments, all of these things, all of this anxiety and worry and panic and everything that could possibly feel like it's going wrong in your life is over. It's completely over. I feel like this might be backwards, almost. But also it's a situation too where like you're going to hit a point, the beginning of the month and the end of the month, whichever direction that this fits. For some people it might be going this way, and some people it might be going this way. But whatever direction it's going to hit a point where it stops. Either you are at a complete and perfect happy ending moment, or over here, you're at the complete karmic moment where, you know, everything that you've gone through, all of the crap that you've dealt with is now done. It's over. There is no more pain, there's no more suffering, there's no more anxiety and fear and betrayal, basically. So all of these, I feel like, is you drawing in on yourself and learning how to overcome this. The Hierophant being directly in the middle is letting me know pretty much that all of the things that you're going through is needing to draw in on yourself. Like I said, I feel like the Three of Swords usually is a card about needing to speak your truth, that there is something that is holding you back, that it could be causing heartbreak, literally. But it's a situation where these in the middle, surrounded by the tens, the ends of cycles, you're needing to pull into yourself. You're needing to draw in, potentially with the Hierophant, like I said, is falling back on things that you know, whatever that may be. But you're definitely needing to figure out where you're not speaking your truth. Draw in on yourself, and find where you're needing to speak your truth. Because there's something that you're not saying. Something is not being said to a person or about a situation or whatever that is, and you need to fix that. But of course, we're going to see what we're going to get more, because of course, like I said, we have quite a few cards. So we're going to see what next we have for you. So the next one we have is, the Ether. The Seamless Unspeakable. This card right here is all about outright speaking your truth, basically. That everything that you have done, whatever that is, everything that you are trying to get spoken, or try to get, everything that you are trying to speak into existence, basically, is what you're needing to say. Because it's surreal, whatever it is. It could be maybe like literally speaking your truth, like I was saying, drawing in on yourself and recognizing that power within yourself. Or it could be a situation that you don't like. You're not approving of this situation, whatever it is, and you feel like you need to get out of it. And in order to get out of it, you have to actually speak up. Which always isn't the most fun, because nobody wants to necessarily speak out directly. Usually. The next one is the Sound of the Universe, okay? The Sound of the Universe is definitely all about listening to what the universe is trying to tell you. There is something out there. It could be a person, it could be a situation, maybe it's an actual, get these cards scooched over. Maybe it's, one of your guides that's trying to tell you something. They're trying to let you know that there's something out there for you. If it's a specific job, like I said, these are generalized. So if it's a job or a love situation or whatever it is, you are being told by the universe to listen to what I have to say to speak your truth. Like I said, this is blue, a lot of blue, a lot of purple. A lot of blue, a lot of purple. There's other colors in there, of course, but dominant blue and purple in there. This kind of does remind me a little bit about, like, maybe, because it has complementary colors with the blue and the orange, so, and even green and red. So maybe this could be all about finding that balance, because you feel like you're imbalanced right now. And finding that balance in order to get everything figured out. But we're going to draw, or rather, continue pulling the rest of your cards. The next one we have is the One Ring Circus. This is all about, this is kind of like the Hermit a little bit. This is about knowing that you are enough, basically. That, while this looks a little treacherous, being on this, itty bitty rock, but this is definitely about all the things that you did for you. There is so much that you've done for yourself. There is so much that you are that you were able to accomplish, that you did it. Like, you literally did it, whatever that was. And that is amazing because you were successful. You were able to sit there and be like, you know what? I did this. Whatever it was, I did it. I stood up on my own 2 feet. I spoke my truth. I did it. I feel like November for you is definitely like stepping up. You are stepping up to plate and done with the bullshit. You're like, you know what? I'm doing this. Maybe that quiet moment was when you were tired of everything. You're like, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. I'm sick and tired of everyone telling me what to do. I'm going to do something for myself. But of course, we still have more cards. So we are definitely going to be seeing what we have here for you. So the next one we have is, oh my, y'all. Come on. You are good enough. New Moon of Virgo. Y'all. You are good enough. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. You are enough. You are amazing. You are powerful. Whatever phrasing, terminology that you prefer. You are enough. You have done the work. That heartache, that anxiety, all this pain, all this overthinking and overanalyzing, I feel like is definitely this month for November is coming to an end for you. It's done. The pain is done. The next one we have is Leo. Excuse me, the new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Like I said, standing up, showing people, you know what? I have a voice. I am able to speak my mind. I'm able to speak my truth. I know what I need to do. I know where I need to do it, when I need to do it, why I need to do it, what have you. I know what I need to do. And I absolutely love that. But this is all you. This is your November. Your November is about you. Okay? November 2020 is all about you. Alrighty. So the next one we have here is the Tombstone. Now is the time to rest and recharge. Take care of yourself and learn to release stress and burdens that serve you no purpose. So I feel like this can also tie into the, what are you? Ten of Swords. I feel like that also ties into the Ten of Swords because, whoops, it's way too far. Because that is really exactly what that says. You know, all of the pain, all of the crap that you're dealing with, everything that you're overanalyzing and overthinking and just kind of freaking out over, you don't need to anymore. It's okay. Whatever it is that you've been fearing and feeling and freaking out over isn't anything that you have to be concerned about anymore. Speaking your truth is going to relieve that anxiety as well, because obviously when you are just letting people tell you what to do, you feel like crap because you just feel like you're being pushed around. If it's your parents, you just feel like, you know, someone is sitting there telling you what to do all the time. You're like, you know what, I am an adult. I know what to do. I know how to pay bills. I've been paying bills, whatever it is, but you still feel like it's not enough because no matter what you say, you feel like you just can't get through to them. So that's what you're needing to do. You need to draw in on yourself. You need to bring yourself to this point. You need to let go of all that anxiety and bring yourself to this point. Okay, so the next card is Between Worlds, New Directions. New directions for you for your November. There is so much that is happening for you that is going to be bright and shiny and new and just fantastic. I feel like there's so much happening that is all about you standing up for yourself, all about you letting go of that worry, letting go of the anxiety, letting go of everything that you could possibly think of, speaking your truth, listening to what the universe is trying to tell you, and showing people all the power, all the potential, all of the things that you have done. You are doing it, not necessarily completely alone, but you're definitely doing it and showing people, hey, look at me. I did this. I ran my circus. I ran my life. I did everything on my own terms, which is fantastic. I feel like I really want to draw another card. I really, really do. You know what? Yeah, I think we're going to do one more of the Spirit Oracle, or Sacred Spirit. What are they? Sacred Spirit reading cards. There we go. I think I'm going to draw just one more. Just see, I love the back of these. Like, they're just beautiful. So, I'm going to do one more. just because I really want to know. Group number 1, my little moonbeams. I really want to know. Oop, you? Okay. Oh, gosh, did I just drop it? Yeah, see? Awakened spirit, desired to change. There's a pivotal, massive, changing moment happening for you that is going to be outright just huge. I feel like it's going to be really huge, whatever it is, that you're going to be just doing it. That's too far up. That you're just going to be owning up to your own power and showing people that you are awakened, basically. You are awake. You are working on yourself. You are working on knowing exactly what it is that you need to do. Everything that you know you need to do is because you know where you want to go, basically. Speaking your truth and overcoming the anxiety, overcoming that pain, knowing that whatever it is that you're going through, that you are enough, and that your confidence is going to help you overcome so much. But the universe is pointing things out to you. The universe is like, hey, I'm, kind of like with these stars and everything, like, there's a lot of stuff that's coming in that you're not really listening to. And the universe is like, hey, I'm telling you all of these things, all of these messages and signs that I've been giving you. It's right here in front of you. I really want you to hear that. I want you to see it. The universe is trying to tell you that. You definitely have to listen to it. Please listen to it. Okay. So we're going to do the letters like normal. See if I can get them out of the bag here. Okay. So I'm going to be doing the numbers, or dang it, letters, and see if there's going to be anything that's going to be popping out at all for November. Ooh, that was weird. Okay, so we have a J, we have an R, we have an I. Oops, there's a C, M, and an I. Okay, so right off the bat, I do see Jim. So if that's like, someone's name, potentially, I feel the need to make that even. So that could be someone's name, maybe. But, I do also see Mike, M-I-C, for Mike, like microphone, speaking your truth, yada yada. So that could be something. I want to do just one more. Oh, 2 more, okay. A V and an E, okay? So this could also end up spelling out someone's name or anything like that. It could be something very specific. It could be an initial or something like that. So however that makes sense to you, and however it's going to play out for you. So, like I said, I didn't feel the need to do all of my dice, so I'm just going to be doing just the white ones, just pivotal moments for your November specifically. This could be a date. It could add up to one specific number, whatever that is. Okay, so you have 2 4s and a 6. So in terms of tarot, that does add up to, what is that, 14? Yep, okay. So I feel like with this, like, other than the fact that, like, we have 5, we have 15, 4s over there. Actually, you got 4 and 5 right there. 51, 11. There's a lot of balancing, because 4s, obviously this is still 8. Like, it's all about balancing. 4s and 6s are the numbers that talk about balance, that there's everything that you're needing to kind of pull into place, put everything on the scale, whatever it is, that you're needing to balance. Something's needing to be balanced out, that you're not 100% sure. No, you are sure. Yeah, you're sure. You know what you need to do. You feel like you don't, but you need to do. You know what you need to do. You are enough. You need to stop listening to the other people that are trying to tell you, oh, I know what's best for you because blah, blah, blah. Insert excuse here. But more oftentimes than not, those people that are like, oh, no, I don't think you should do that because, I don't think it'll be good for you. Well, Usually when someone is telling you that, it's not necessarily because they don't want you to do it, because they don't think you'll be successful at it. They're worried you're going to be successful. A lot of times when people are trying to kind of, quote unquote sabotage what it is we're wanting to do, it's because they're scared that we're going to be better than them. There are a lot of people that are very narcissistic that don't want us to be successful. As soon as I'm saying that, I just looked over here and Vice popped up. So you feel like you're being kind of strangled a little bit? And maybe that's why you feel like you're not enough or something like that, or you're lacking that confidence, or you're in that moment of anxiety and fear. But it's coming to an end. This November is going to be very much you standing up and be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to be doing it my way. That is for sure. Okay. So we're going to see if there's an actual specific lucky number for you. And if there's anything... 4. See? 4. There's something that is very specific to you that is happening. That is just 100% going to be just about balance and about knowing where you need to go, what you need to do, when you need to do it, yada yada. That is great. There's just so much for you that's all about just being confident. There's so much blue here, but that card, that bright yellow card, you have the confidence here and the confidence here. You have complementary colors, okay? You have a lot of colors that they go with each other and they help you balance out, but you do have the dominant color of blue, which is all about, like I said, speaking your truth. I feel like with the Three of Swords, that's what happens a lot of the time when people are like, I went through a heartbreak or whatever it is, but sometimes those heartbreaks, whether they're internal just with ourselves or from another person, the heartbreak outright is about not speaking up when we should have or whatever it is. Like a lot of the times that's how it goes. So I feel like that's what this month is going to be for you, is outright being done with the BS and speaking your truth. Okay. All right, group number 1, this is what I have for you, my little moonbeams. I don't know why I keep saying that, but that's just what kept popping into my head, okay? Until next time, this is what I have for your November 2020, okay? So know yourself and know your power. Bye. Hello, group number 2. If this is the one you picked because group number 2, or if because you wanted the bear claw, then this is going to be your November 2020 reading. So I think I want this to be up here. There we go. So we have a lot of cards to go through. Do bear with me while we try to get all of these, or while I try to get all of these out. We are doing quite a few, more than normal. So we're going to be starting with 5 tarot cards instead of the usual 3. So the first one we have is Judgment. Okay. Some of these cards are going to probably freak out people, but it's fine. We have the Ace of Goblets, or the Ace of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. If I can actually get these cards to let go. We have the Tower. And we have the Ace of Discs and the Ace of Pentacles. So, all of this... Wow. Okay, so as I was saying before, Mercury retrograde is coming to an end here very shortly, potentially on the day that you're watching this. It's very, very, very over. There's a lot that's happening for you that you are starting over. Yeah. There's a lot that you're doing that you're some of you might be moving, like outright moving, like literally picking up yourself, your life, and just moving outright, which is very interesting. I really like that. So some of you might be moving. With the Judgment, it's all about being reborn. It's all about everything that you're doing is brand new. You're starting over, basically. Like, Judgment is something that's happening. It's not like literal judgment, but something that's happening is like being reborn. There's something that you're doing that is just kind of throwing you into something that's new. The Ace of Cups is all about starting over with your emotions in a way. So the Four of Swords is starting or going into a rest period in order to start resting for something big, which is really interesting that you get the Tower and then the Ace of Pentacles right behind it, because that's also kind of the same thing in a way. You know, because the Four of Swords is about being restful, you know, just taking a break and be like, you know what, I'm going to lay down, maybe literally, mentally, whatever it is. And then the Tower comes because there's something that you are potentially uprooting yourself. And then the Ace is all about planting these seeds and just watching it grow, setting a new pathway, basically. You're starting something new. Some of you, it could be a legitimate career path, like you're starting like a brand new career path this month, which is very exciting. But there's something that's happening for you that you are intentionally changing. This month you are changing shit up, and you're like, you know what? Here we go. Whatever it is, you are starting over, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, you are just starting over. Something you decided to do. Okay. Gonna be pulling a couple more cards. So this one you have here is communication co-creation. I love this card. This looks so cool. So this one is, it could talk about a third-party situation, but it also could talk about like just like a communal, kind of like similar to the Three of Cups card. So this is definitely like learning how everything and what you're doing is going to create this. I feel like this is a combination of the Three of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, actually, because that's kind of exactly what it reminds me of. It's like a combination of all of them, or both of them. So very much like learning where things tie into each other. I feel like you could be, like I said, you're starting over. There's something that you're just super excited about that you're just starting over with. Whatever that is. You're just like, you know what? We're done here. We're going to be starting new. We're done doing whatever it is that we're doing. Ooh, over here, Realm Bridger. So this quite literally is exactly what it says. This is about bridging that gap between the worlds. So maybe what it is you're starting over with is you, in a way. Because, you know, for some of you, you could be learning about some potential gifts that you have, like some psychic ability or whatever that is, that you're just kind of learning to bridge that gap, which is very exciting. I feel like for some of you, something potentially happened in October that you were very kind of not like actually changed by, but potentially you could have been, and that could have been your reborn moment. And then the rest of this progression is just you throughout November, is bridging that gap and learning where the communication is coming from, learning how to bridge that gap with communication as well. That's actually really cool. Okay, so the next one we have is the Mountain. Okay, so with the Mountain, this is kind of like hidden treasures a little bit. You know, we see the sun or moon, depending on how you want to look at that, just shining on this this big cave, and it's kind of like that Aladdin moment where everything is inside of it. Everything is, you know, going on inside of somewhere else. And like I said, I feel like for some of you, you're literally moving, or if it's not physically moving, it's mentally moving forward. And, you know, intentionally setting off that Tower moment, and then just starting brand new. You're planting those seeds in order to just start something new. You have found the treasure that you have been wanting, or you're going to be seeking that, whatever that is. There's a lot of things that you're wanting to do, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. You've hit that moment where you're just like, here we go. I'm doing this. I'm so ready. I'm so excited. Whatever it is, I'm ready for it. Okay. So the next one we have here, a win-win outcome is forecast full moon in Libra. Yes, I love this. I love it, I love it, I love it. So this, like I said, very much about you're doing something. There is something that you are doing that you were just feeling so headstrong. Like I said, the tower kind of freaks people out because it's a pretty strong imagery, but this is about you moving on. I feel like most of you intentionally hit that tower button, or that kind of dynamite button. You intentionally blew it up because you are over it. Whatever it is that you're wanting to start over with, you did it on purpose. In some way. Even by speaking it out into existence, like, I hate this job, I want to do this instead, the universe is hearing that and the universe is responding. Next one we have hold your vision with the fixed moon. Hold your vision. So this one I feel, I don't exactly remember what the book says for this one, but this one I feel like specifically is all about holding on to these manifestations, these dreams, these hopes, these visions, literally. These things that you're wanting to accomplish and to manifest into this life, into this existence, into this plane, it's trying to. The universe has heard your call. I love how I said the universe has hold you, and then or universe has you, and then it's like, hold your vision. It's wanting you to do that. I feel like it's very fitting sitting under the tower as well, because there is a lot of pivotal moments that are coming for you this October. There's a lot that's happening for you that is all about moving on and moving forward. So this next one that I have here, is the Raven. I've actually only gotten this card in a reading once. Okay, so passion and commitment play a significant role for you. Love is eternal, dark and mysterious, but also able to take flight. Maybe that's the tower moment that y'all are having. Maybe that's what you're uprooting. Maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe that's the moment that you're having. You're like, you know what? Here we go. I'm doing this I'm doing the damn thing. I am going for whatever it is that I want. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that was taking that jump towards love. Maybe that was something. Maybe there was something for you that you were like, you know what? I'm wanting to do it. Maybe that's why you're moving. Like for some of you that are actually moving, if you're moving, maybe that's what you're doing, is that you're actually moving towards that love, literally. Well, that's adorable. I had the feeling that this one was going to be like, as I was drawing cards, I don't look at any of these cards. Like, these are all surprises to me too. And as I was drawing these cards, like, it was like, this pile is intense. This one, oh gosh. What's this? Ooh! Channel your knowledge. Critical judgment. Okay. So this one does remind me of like bridging the gap. Like you have Realm Bridger, and then you literally have the Judgment card right here as well. This is about kind of like psychic ability, listening to the universe. The universe has shown you that there are things. I want to draw another one of these cards. There is a lot that you are learning about. There's a lot that you're going to be learning about. There's a lot that the universe is going to be showing you. It's kind of like having your guides have your back, literally. This person is sitting here with a pen writing down, or maybe it's actually drawing, I'm not sure, but something is happening down here, very creative. So maybe that's something that's being creative for you. You could be literally drawing something or something like that, but you're going to be doing something that is going to be pretty significant this month, that is like learning where the communication is coming from. Okay, like I was saying, I want to draw one more of those and see what else is going to be coming for you, group number 2, with this November. Let's see what this November is going to be. Oh, try not to drop the entire deck if I can manage it. Oh, okay. They always fly on the floor. Oh my goodness. Okay. This was literally the same card that the last group got. Awakened Spirit, Desire to Change. What did I say? Y'all are uprooting. You intentionally set that tower moment. Or the universe just kind of hit that time bomb and was like, you know what? Here we go. Boom. Because you were feeling stuck, whatever it was, and just you moved on. There's a lot of, I feel like this group, I feel like group number 2, like For some of you, like the bear might literally be, an actual guide for you. Like an actual guide for some of you might be the bear itself. So I feel like that might be something as well, is that you are drawing on the power of your guides, here with, that spirit guide pretty much is being right behind him. Like, I feel like you are learning how to trust your guides. You're learning where your knowledge and where all of these channeled messages are coming from. And I feel like that's exactly what's happening. All of this communication that you're getting, you're listening to it, you're responding to it, but you're moving. If it's not physically, it's emotionally, but you're let's see if I can speak. You're moving towards love. Some of you might potentially be like a legitimate actual romantic venture, like moving, just like uprooting and moving in with your partner, or it could just be more self-love. I can't speak. So I feel like for a lot of you, but oh my god, this win-win. Y'all are manifesting so much. I feel like some of you are like moving towards that soulmate, towards that twin flame, whatever you believe. I feel like that's exactly what that is, though. You're moving on, and there's a lot that's happening that you're like, you know what? I am super excited. You are excited. You're super stoked. I feel like a lot of you are just so stoked. You were just sitting here watching me with these cards, and you were just very excited. I want to draw one more of these, just because I feel like I want to, like I need to. Let's see what else we can get for your November group number 2 before we move on to some of the dice. Okay. Gracious receptivity. Yes. Y'all, like I said, you are receiving these messages. All of these messages from the universe, everything that you are hearing and learning, all of these messages that you're getting, all of this channeled knowledge, you are receiving it and you're listening to it. And for some of you, that might actually be a love interest coming into your life, because the universe has been like throwing them at you and you've been kind of ignoring it in the past, but now that being reborn and everything and just moving on, moving forward is actually what you're doing. So we're going to be doing the letters. Let's see what we can get for your November. That was a lot. Okay. A, S, G. We have an L. We have a T. Another L. Oops. N and W. Well, admittedly, I don't see anything. I do see tag or tags, but that doesn't necessarily. Do one more. I feel like I have enough letters on here already, but I feel like I want to do it like one more. E. Okay, I see sage. So that could be someone's name, because I know that that is a name. So maybe sage is someone's name. Or I do see new. As soon as I open my... Okay, we're going to move that one so that it doesn't spell newt. But I do see new. So tags. Move that one. So new place, new tags, whatever that is. I feel like y'all are actually like moving towards something new, though. That there is something that is very huge for you. That there is something that is very pivotal for you this month of November. That you are just moving on. And like I said, you were just stoked about whatever this is. It might make you a little paranoid, but I feel like you're just like, you know what? Here we go. I'm doing it. Okay. So doing the white dice. This is the pivotal moment, something specifically for your November. That way you're able to actually see what we can get. Okay, so we do have a 1. We have a 4 and then a 5. Oops. So interesting, because that does obviously add up to 10, which is very interesting. Now, we didn't get any 10s as far as that goes, but a 10 is like the end of like an actual number sequence as far as the tarot goes. So maybe all of this new beginningness is going to lead to that ending that you're wanting, a win-win outcome. You know? You have a lot of numbers that are even, so I feel like even numbers, and I love that this is also sitting on a 6 for balance too. Like, a lot of this is about even numbers, and I feel like even numbers are going to be very significant for you, very lucky. I'm very curious what this lucky number dice is going to land on for you. Let me see here. And we got a 5 as well. So with the 5s, 5s are about kind of like a halfway point. I'm going to leave it right there. 5s are kind of like a halfway point, so they're about, you know, there are things that you're doing right here. It's almost where it needs to be. It's almost there. It's right there. It's not 100% where it needs to be, though, so you just kind of have to have a moment of being patient, kind of, you know, listening to the universe and listening to where and when the universe is telling you to do something or saying that, you know, now is the time to jump, now is the time to move, now is the time to do whatever it is you need to do. You have so much about the universe speaking to you. A lot of you are waking up. Like, legit waking up and like, you know what? I am doing this. Whatever it is that y'all are wanting to do, you're doing it. Which is exciting. I absolutely love that. I feel like a lot of you are moving towards something that you've wanted for like a really long time. Which could be anything. Like I say, it could be a new love interest. It could be like a brand new career path. Whatever it is, y'all are moving towards something huge. November is absolutely massive for you. I absolutely love that. That is so great. That is so exciting. I love it. There's like I said, there's so many signs and signals that y'all are getting. It seems like everything's just coming all in at once, just, you know, one after the other, bam, 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 bam. And y'all are just sitting there like, okay, I've gotten the same number, you know, 18 times in the last 2 weeks or whatever it is. Like, I feel like November, this a lot happening in November, a lot of good happening in November. This is very exciting. Like I said, a lot of cycles are ending for, you know, November. There's a lot of retrogrades and things like that coming to an end. So I feel like a lot of things you've been trying to manifest over the last few months or last month, whatever it is finally going to be able to just pop into your life suddenly. And then you're able to, you know, plant those seeds and start brand new where you want it to go. But you're starting something brand new. You're starting over in a way you want to. I'm very excited for you. Group number 2, I'd really love to know how this works for you. So if you definitely want to let me know. I'm super curious how this goes already. Yes, definitely. Okay, so all right, until next time, y'all, know yourself and know your power. Group number 2. Bye. Hello, group number 3. If this is the one you picked because of group number 3, or if because you liked the sun charm, then this is going to be your November 2020 reading. I'm super stoked to see this. The last 2 groups have been very interesting in a very good way, so I'm very stoked to see how yours is going to be going for your November. So we have a lot of cards, so we're going to be starting off with your tarot. Okay, so let's see. I can actually get these cards out of here. There we go. So the first one we have here, the Ace of Blades, the Ace of Swords. We have the Magician. Let's see if I can hold this in the middle of the screen, shall we? We have the Magician next. Was that 5, 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles? Sometimes can't read my Roman numerals very well. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Okay. Oh, this is adorable. And then the 2 of Cups. Okay. I love how I say it's adorable and it's got skulls on it, but that's cute to me. So, this is very interesting. Okay, so with all of these, Ace of Blades is about starting something. You have gotten over these hurdles. You know, the blades are about your intellect, your mind, your mentality in general. So I feel like for you, you've gotten over some hurdles recently. You've become the magician in a way, and you've realized that there are things that you've done suddenly. You're like, hey, I overcame these hurdles. I mastered myself, mastered whatever it was that I needed to do, you have this moment where you can be proud of it. There's a lot of things you're able to be proud of. The Nine of Wands is about, like, you're at this point where you're almost done. You've done so much work. There's so much that you have done recently, whatever that is, mentally, emotionally, career-wise, whatever. You've done so much work, and you've done it with so much passion that you're able to be proud of it, but also at the same point in time, you need to choose. You're almost at the end. You have to make sure this is what you want, because the next thing you have is the Two of Cups. This is more of a Lover's card than the actual Lover's card for me. Personally, I feel like that. So now I'm very curious. I feel like there's like this manifestation. Manifestation is massive for every single one of you. Every single one of these groups is about manifestation, reading the signs the universe has given to you, everything. So I feel like for this as well is, like I said, a lot of the just moving on. You've gone through this progression. You've gone through this transformative moment of being happy and knowing exactly what it is that you need to do in order to get to your Two of Cups moment. This doesn't necessarily mean involvement with another person. It could be, but not necessarily. So, let's see with your other cards what we have here. So, the next one. Oh, I love this card. Furred and Feathered Friends. So this is all about understanding that not legit animal friends, but like the friends that you have, the family that you have, everyone, there is that give and take. Everyone is taking care of each other. So maybe this is a situation where you've recently found a new group of friends or whatever it is that y'all are taking care of each other. It also could be literal pets, and like, you know, maybe you got a new pet that you're super excited about or something like that too. So it could be slight off chance that might be some of you as well. And then Radical Expansion. So this, the rainbow, all of this is about, this is, what, didn't I just say transformation? This is basically a transformative card. This is kind of like the concept of like the what are those? Caterpillars into the butterfly moment, basically. Because there's a lot that you're doing, and you're just moving on with whatever that is. So I feel like a lot of this is like a massive transformation kind of thing, but it's like, this isn't about like, you know, anything crumbling down. We have no tower here. That's nothing about the tower. It's kind of like the sun. This just kind of clicked that you have the moon, or not the sun here, that you have all of this light shining on. Everything that you're doing is shining, even like with this card, it's got this light shining down. With this card here, it has, oh, if I can get it. Okay. This woman has a heart, and all of this is coming out of her heart space. So I feel like for you, group number 3, whoever y'all picked this one, a lot of this is about, this isn't, you know, anything crumbling down. This is about, you made a decision, you started over, but you've made this progression to find happiness, to find that, you know, that soul tribe, that soul family. There's a lot that you've done that's moving towards that. So the next one we have here, Unexpected Visitors. Okay, so I was trying not to say it with the Two of Cups and everything like that. I was like, you know, finding your soul tribe and all of this. Some of you are literally intentionally looking for new love. So maybe that's what that is as well, is that this is going to be that new love coming into your life. This is kind of like Alice in Wonderland a little bit too. So it's, you know, peeking into the garden and seeing that there's so much wonder to be seen and to be had, because there's a lot that you're being shown. You know, there's you have trusted family and friends and people within your life, and also within yourself as well, that's showing you that there is a lot of wonder and excitement and everything like that to be had. So we're going to see here, ooh, Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, so with this one, I really actually love this card. So this is kind of similar to the Ace of Blades. Ace of Blades is about, like, or Ace of Swords, however you want to look at it, is like you are standing firm in your truth and in yourself and everything like that, but then also don't be pompous about it. Don't be a jerk. You know, there are people within your life that are trying to help you. Don't close them out. Then the next one, oh, a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Okay, so maybe a lot of what this is, for some of you, not all of you, for some of you though, I feel like the people that you're having help you, and it could be guides and not necessarily like actual physical friends, you know, on this realm. It could be spirit guides or the universe or anything like that. But I feel like a lot of you are learning how to start over. Like with the new moon, it's starting over. You have a new moon and a full moon. So it's obviously both sides of the spectrum. So it's definitely about, you know, growing and learning and being able to understand. You know, with the magician here, you know, the magician is all about mastering the elements, but they, of course, had to be a student first. You had to learn things. So with the new moon, I take this as time as being reborn and learning what it is that you need to do. And then with the full moon is about jumping forward and be like, this is what I'm doing. I have it figured out. You went from the new moon phase all the way to the full moon phase, and you're like, I have it figured out now, or at least part of it. And I feel like that's what it is growing, because the Eight of Pentacles is definitely a moment of growing and putting things on display, knowing that you've worked hard for it and that it's great. And then you move towards the Nine of Wands, which is about, you know, yes, you've worked hard. You've done all of this work, and you've shown everybody all of this that you've accomplished. If you're 100% sure that's what you want to do, you can move on to that success story, whatever that is. Next one we have is the Skull. This may or may not apply to everybody, okay? So this one kind of freaks people out. But for when one life ends, another begins, you are being called to see the parts, of your life that need to die off and be reborn, okay? Starting over, being brand new, transforming. That is a huge freaking concept for each one of these readings. And I feel like that's what it is that a lot of you are moving on. Some of you, like, I feel like for this group specifically, this is about, like, directly moving on with, like, your love life. Because, like I said, the Two of Cups for me personally when I do readings is more of a Lover's card than the Lover's card. But of course, when the Lover's card does pop out, it's, you know, great. But I feel like there's a lot of your guides, and, you know, animal guides specifically as well. There's a thing where I feel like you're able to be shown by your guides, by your ancestors, your angels, whoever, that you're being led on this transformative journey, and they're kicking off the parts that don't matter to you anymore, or you're kicking off the parts because you're going into this new garden. Oh my goodness, what did I just say? Your spirit guides are talking to you. Spirit messages, observe limitations. So observing limitations is not literally like limiting yourself. Scoot that over a little bit. That is about, I'm going to draw one more card, but maybe two. But observing limitations is about recognizing where your limits are, you know, as a person, that, you know, not letting your pride get in your way, and realizing that, you know, when you give parts of yourself, when you share your emotions, share your dreams and stuff like that with trusted friends and trusted people, you know, it's going to help you. Your spirit guides and everybody are trying to let you know that you also don't really have too many limitations anymore. This month is going to be so much more than just standing in your own way or other people standing in your way, whatever it is. You're going to be able to be shown, and the universe is trying to show you, that you have all of this love within you. Like I said, with her heart space, there is, you have so much love to give. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing potentially 2 more cards from this deck, at least one. Seeing what we can get for you, group number 3, is additional messages. Oh, goodness. Okay, apparently we're going to get 3 more cards because they just all flew out. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the first one we have is Between Worlds, New Directions. Like I said, y'all are moving forward. There's a lot that's happening for you that you were just like, boom, boom, we're moving, we're doing it, we are... Oh, I love this like little alien egg. Birth of creation, potential growth. So potential growth is about the ability to stand strong within yourself in order for that growth to happen, meaning that you are potentially, or rather you have the capability of standing in your own way. Like I said, even with that 9 of Wands, is that, you know, if you stand in your own way, of course you're not going to go anywhere. So then you have the ability to get out of your own way, get out of your own headspace, and move past these things that no longer serve you, because there is so much more creation trying to happen. These guides that you have, your ancestors, angels, whatever, like I said, are trying to show you that there is so much more happening for you. Oh, Galactic Healer. Move forward with an open mind. What did I just say? Move forward. You are moving forward, but also at the same point in time, you are really trying to make sure that whatever it is, you're moving. You know, this is about trusting others and knowing that there is that give and take. You know, this little spirit helps take care of these animals, and then in retrospect, the animals help keep the spirit safe as well. So that's quite literally like that balance, that duality. Okay, I just looked over here in the corner. I have the lucky dice sitting over here, and then you got the 2 of Cups. So there is definitely a trust needing to be happening with an actual person. I feel like for a lot of you, it's literally with another person is you're needing to trust. And that could be what that is that, you know, these parts, maybe some of the parts you're needing to die off is the tendency that some of you might have to not trust other people, whatever that is. And then it could also be a situation where, for some of you as well, in retrospect, you might trust people too easily. And so you might need to kind of close down your mind a little bit and your heart space to realize that, you know, just because you love and trust everybody doesn't mean, that everybody has your best interest at heart, what have you. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're needing to learn to trust, because there is so much moving forward. You are right on that edge of just being able to jump. There's like just a couple little things that you have to be able to do right now, but there's just so much that you are so close to doing that you just need to jump for it, because there is, I feel like for a lot of you, there is a new relationship that's right there. I mean, like I said, the 2 of Cups is a duality moment. So there is a lot of give and take that's needing to happen. That's kind of the transformation and balance is the collective message for this right now. But November is very interesting. So we're going to be doing some letters. All these karmic cycles that are coming to an end, all of these retrogrades and everything else that are going to be over in November are going to be okay. So we have 2 E's, we have an O, here's a T, H, F, N, and S. So I do see 10. And 10 to me, I immediately thought of the 10 of Cups, because you do have the 2 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups was something that immediately popped into my head with that. So I really feel like for a lot of you, like, you're moving towards that 10 of Cups moment. And again, of course, there could be someone's initials in there, but whatever. Like, I feel like a lot of you are moving forward with a new moment, a new pivotal moment. There's a lot that's happening for you. I really love. Okay. I'm really wanting to do another tarot card. I don't know why. I just immediately thought about that. I was like about to do the dice, and I'm like, I really just want to do one more card. This deck has, or this group has the most cards out of everybody, but I kind of was just being screamed at practically just to draw one more card, draw another tarot card, and see what we can get for group number 3. Oop. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the 10 of Cups I was needing to pay attention to, it was the 10 of Pentacles. What's up? 10 of Pentacles is also similar to the 10 of Cups. It's a happy ending card. I see both of them pretty equally. The 10 of Cups I do see more as romantic fulfillment compared to the 10 of Pentacles as being more just all-encompassing. For a lot of people, that's financial and familial stability, which is great. So I feel like that was that 10 moment that you're needing to happen, which is amazing. I love this. So we're going to be doing the dice pivotal moment. Like I said, I just feel the need to do only the white ones this time and see what we can get. All right, so we have a 4. Oh, you have a sequence, 4, 5, and 6. Very interesting. That virtually never happens. So 4, 5, and 6, like I said, I feel like there is a progression that's happening. There is a lot of things that you're progressing towards in order to hit that pivotal moment of balance, you know? Also could be, 15 could be a lucky number or whatever that is. So I feel like there is a lot that's happening for you that is going to be moving towards that 10 moment. So we're going to be doing this dice, the lucky number dice. This lands on a 2. That's going to be actually stellar, so we'll see what we can get. Okay, we got a 5. Okay, so 5s are the moments where everything is, you're right on that edge. Okay, there's a lot that you're doing that you're like right over here, whatever it is, and that you're going and going and going and going because it's a halfway point between a 10. So you're at that halfway point right now, or maybe November is going to be your halfway point. There's going to be a lot of progression that you're going through. There's a lot of things that are happening for you, but I feel like for a lot of you, you're at that halfway point right now, and that by the end of November, you're going to be closer to that 10. Maybe not actually at the 10, but you're going to be so much closer to that. You just can't be pompous. Don't let your pride get in your way. But learning to share your emotions with other people, trusting a select few, that very special friend or that best friend that you've had since 3rd grade or whatever it is, like learning to trust and trust also in the universe, because the universe is throwing so many messages your way. It's like, here, I'm handing this to you on a silver platter and you're ignoring me. So definitely knowing where things are coming from is going to help you along the way as well. Group number 3, this is like being strong. The Ace of Swords is also about being strong and standing firm, because you've already been through some bullshit and you know what you need to do. So you're needing to go forward with that. Like you have even that galactic healer, move forward with an open mind. The swords are about minds. It's about intellect and opening your mind to possibilities, whatever that is, and learning and understanding that what you're doing is because you made those decisions, but also because you're needing to move forward with whatever that is, and the universe is trying to help you recognize that. I feel like y'all are, like I said, you're, okay, even here, 10 and 5. So a lot of you are literally at that halfway point between where right now you're at the halfway point, and you're so close to getting to the end of that tunnel, so to speak. You're just needing maybe to listen to some people. For some people, it's needing to turn off the opinions of others, but maybe some of you are needing to help. Maybe that's the prideful moment that you're having, is needing to open your heart space, like this one over here with the radical expansion, is opening your heart space in order to let these people in that are trying to help you truly, whether that's an actual physical person or a spirit guide. definitely know for sure that a lot of you are at that halfway point. There's so much 5s and 10s for you. There is so much halfway for you. You're so close. You really, really are. Whatever it is that you've been manifesting over the last few months, this November, you're going to start seeing it pick up. Whether that's career, whether that's love, whatever it is, you're going to start noticing it pick up. And I'm very, very excited for you. That's really cool. I really hope that this does resonate with you, and that if this is something, even in the middle of November, if you're like, holy shit, this is actually happening, this and this and this is actually happening, then that's actually really exciting. And I really hope that that is something that you're able to do. And I'm very excited for you. Very, 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 very excited for you. So, group number 3, this is what I have for you. So until next time, know yourself and know your power. Bye.